Alright, how is everyone? I hope you're all good. I hope everything's well for you. But most of all, I hope you're all happy. Now, this is my new YouTube channel. Just starting up, I've never done this before. The worst part about this is I'm going to have to look back at this, listen to it, and I can't stand the sound of my own voice when I'm talking. So, that's going to be cringy. But here we go anyway. Now, I'm introducing you to this channel and my new business idea basically. I'm working on a few things at the minute. They're all ongoing. I've got some law things in the mix at the minute, which should pan out if I've looked into everything correctly. And I just want to share my ideas, basically, my views, my thoughts, my dreams, how can I say? I just want something different out of life. I want to change something for the better. So that long after I've gone, there's something that's going to be there. It's going to be lasting. I just want to make a difference in this world. Because at the moment, this world is shit. I mean, look around. You've got coronavirus. You've got all this crap going on around the world. Why? Why is that? Why? Is that how life is supposed to be? Worrying? I don't think so. It's not what I dreamt of when I was a kid. Christ, when I was a kid, I dreamt of being a lawyer. Circumstances through my life changed that. So I wasn't able to pursue that avenue. I could pick fault. I could say this is at fault, that's the fault, but where's that going to get me? Nowhere. I'm just going to be same spot as I was. So instead of thinking like I'm trying to think differently about my life. And how I want to approach my life from this point on. And how can we do this? I've been learning a lot of things lately, terrible things. I discuss them as I go through the channels, as I go through different videos and post them up on here. So basically, I'm Leighton. I'm no one. I'm no one special. I'm just a man, 42, from South Wales Valley. It's a little town. But the thing about that little town, it's got so much potential and so much going for it. Everyone is there for each other. Alright, you still get the little snide remarks and tittle tattle. That's all it is. Tittle tattle. So, but fundamentally, the basics, people are there for each other. If you need help, they are there. So, with that in mind, I want to do something different. So I'm introducing you now to my business idea. It's called Community Life Designs. Building a future your way. Now, me personally, I got a wild mind, wild imagination, wild thoughts. But when I think about everything which goes on in my head, it is all doable. It is achievable with the right mental attitude, the right outlook, the right focus in life, doing the best we can to help each other, to help humanity, to help the environment, to make a lasting difference that will change everyone's life for the better, so that no one is left behind, nobody is left wanting. And as I go through these, I'll go through all sorts of different subjects. I'll talk about loads of shit. And as you probably already noticed, I swear, I can't help that. This is just my nature. But at the end of the day, it's just a bloody word. I will try and rein it back on here. That's all I can do. As you can tell, as I'm talking, I'm thinking, can't think how to put things across from me to the camera. I have to think about what it is I'm saying. I got so much on my mind I want to discuss. So where do I start? Well, at the beginning, basically. And where's the beginning? Birth. Now, one of the things which I found lately, and most people are not aware of this, but when you when you understand how it affects you, it'll make you think and realize, whoa, it shouldn't be like this. It should not be like that. Uh, the word I just used then, understand. Now, I've learned a new meaning for that word. I didn't realise that when you ask someone, do you understand? You're basically asking them, do you stand under me? No. Or say I got arrested and the police say, do you understand? You're basically saying, do you stand under them? So you're then giving them the authority to tell you what to do. So that's a word I'm trying now to understand better and use better. Well, I suppose I could use that word when I'm trying to talk about a subject, to understand the subject, especially if it's to do with law and how it affects us. So I will try using it. I do use big words. I just me. I just speak I'm just going to speak honestly, openly. I just say it as it is. I mean, at the end of the day, this isn't the world I imagined when I was a kid. I don't think it's the world you imagined when you were a kid. And there is a different way. There is a different way. As hard as it is to imagine. Now, let's go back to where I was, because I'm getting a bit off track here. When we were born, our parents, they signed us on a birth certificate register. Now, once they done that, that created a legal fictitious name. Because it was written down on paper, it was created. Because it was created, it was owned. And the people who owned it was the government corporation. Because they own it, that allowed them to be able to tax us, fine us, penalise us, bring in legislations and acts that only benefit them. Now, I'm learning a lot about this new law, how legislation and acts and law, just because something is legal, it doesn't mean it's lawful. Now, once you can grasp that basic concept, it becomes easier to understand. Like, spit my words out there. Legislation and acts are only enforceable with the consent of the people. All our court systems, our police, they all run under the jurisdiction of the Admiralty, Law of the Sea. Now, last time I checked, I'm on land. I'll go by the law of the land. I've taken ownership of my name. I've gone onto a website called www. www.com. www.commonlawcourt.com. Now, for anyone who's watching this, I will advise you. I can't really advise. It's up to you. You make your own mind up. But all this and everything which I will ever speak about on this channel will be factual. It can be checked. It'll be truth as I see it. But all these are checkable. Just a little bit of research. One thing I will advise you, do your own research. Learn about this. Because once you know this, it will set you free. Now, because the government corporation own that legal fictitious name, we think we own it. We think, oh, that's our name. We own that name. No, we don't. We don't own that name. Anything then that is registered to that name is still not owned. We think it's owned. It's just a pretense. We're caretakers, basically. So, I've gone through well, basically an in-depth, deep research, learning new things about this. I've already put into motion a lawsuit to try and achieve my objectives of making my business, because my business, which I want to create, is not just going to be my business. I want to share this business with everyone, with the sole aim to better humanity, to better the environment we live in, to get something meaningful, lasting, something that gives back what we all want in life. Happiness. I mean, it's a shit system. The system you're in is shit. It's nothing but corruption. Oh, I'm getting a bit lost in what I'm saying here now. But I'll just carry on talking, is it? Right. Because of this corruption, they're enslaving the human people. It's not just this country, it's all over the world. That birth certificate fraud is punishing us by keeping us enslaved in debt. Now, I'm not happy with that. Once we signed on that, basically we became cargo, slaves, a number. Law of the Admiralty, the law of the sea, and law of the land, common law. Common law is higher. It supersedes it. So everything which our government is doing, these legislations and acts, there you go, there's a bit of a giveaway there. Act. What do actors do? They act. Half the time, the films they're in, it's fiction. It's a story. And that's the story they're trying to portray to everyone. Now, they're trying to hide all this via the coronavirus. Now, everyone has got their own views on coronavirus. I understand that. Again, that word. I understand that. I realise that. But I've done my own research. I've come up with my own views and my own thoughts on it. Now, what I found and what I've been seeing, they've done a freedom of information request to see whether they've isolated the coronavirus virus. It came back, that information does not exist. The World Health Organization downgraded it to nothing more than a common cold in March. I mean, isn't it funny how coronavirus is suddenly up here in a red, but influenza, it's right down there, to party heard of it. And all this is being brought in to hide the fact of what hundreds and thousands and millions of people are becoming aware of. Is this birth certificate fraud? Like our income tax, every time we pay income tax, that goes to pay off the debt. Government debt to central bankers, or central bankers, whichever you want to call them. I'd rather that one. I mean, the Rothschilds, I'm not sure which one it was. One of them said, give me control of a country's banks and I care not who is in government. Why would he say something like that? I mean, we think the highest people in the country are the ones who are in power, in politics, the ones we elect. And we elect them people to serve us, the people. They are public servants. As a law-abiding man with ownership of my name, which I done through that website, www.commonlawcourt.com, I have taken ownership of my name. I have a sovereign right that supersedes anything that they put to me, any legislations. Like all these acts, coronavirus acts, put mask on, mask off. It's a load of bullshit. That is only lawful, that is only legal, with the consent of the people. For a virus with a 99% survival rate, which is downgraded to nothing more than a common cold, which on a virus which hasn't even been isolated. I mean, come on, wake up, think. It's time to wake people up to this. It is all trying to cover theft, corruption, by the governments. People who we put in power to serve us, who only are there to serve themselves and enrich themselves. And we are happily sitting back and letting them fucking do it. I'm not happy with it. Are you happy with it? Is that what you want? Our lives can be so much better once that system is eradicated. Now, the lawsuit which I put forward, it has the potential to expose all this. It will expose everything that they're doing by this legislation and acts. It has the potential to bring the government down. I think. But that's just my personal view. I mean, I've served notice. I'll post a video and I'll post all my documents on here. I've got nothing to hide. I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to be honest, open, truthful. And, well, try and get this business off the ground. And the only way I can get this business off the ground is by the support of you. My fellow man. My fellow woman. I can't do it without you. All I've got, I'm not rich. I'm unemployed. I was working up until last year. But since this coronavirus, I've been doing all this research. I haven't looked to go back. Because I'm trying to work on something better. But not just better for me, better for everyone. Where everyone is able to get a fair slice of the pie. Where all the money's not just going to the 1% elite rich. It's going back to the people. And by working together, it's doable. It really is doable. I'll keep talking about this as I go through my videos and upload my thoughts at the time. Right? I hope to get the interest of business owners in my area, who live in my area, to put my ideas across. And they are big ideas. They're fantastical ideas. Sound far-fetched. But the right attitude, they're doable. I just want to try and drum up support, raise awareness of what it is I'm doing. Because I want better out of my life. I want something better for my family. I'm trying for a baby with my wife now. I want to bring the children up into an environment they can be happy in, proud in. Most of all, to be proud of me. Because we all just want the same things in life. Really. But because of the system, the corrupt system which we're in, is putting obstacles in our way. It's dividing us as a people. Not just in this country, all over the world. It's dividing us so that they can remain in power, keep their dirty little secrets, and enrich themselves. Now, there's about 600 odd people in Parliament. I haven't checked this, but it's a guess. How many people are in this country? About 55 plus million? All we have to do, non-compliance. In my next video, I'll write down, I think it'll be best if I write down a few pointers of where I want to go when I'm talking. So it doesn't sound a bit so much staggered as it is. Look, I'm just me. I'm just me trying to put my message out, build something, and get others to help build it with me. Because in my business, which I want to create, I want to share the wealth. I want an environment I'm happy to bring my kids up in. Something better. something worthwhile, something to fight for, something to teach them, to build on. Isn't that what we all want? Happiness? Success? The best way to get success is by working together. Well, I'll leave it there for now. If I think of anything else, and when I get this bullet points up so I can see where I'm going in my conversation instead of me losing my train of thought all the time, I'll do another video. I hope you like them. And please, as I say in all these YouTube videos, please like and subscribe. Yeah. Goodbye. See you in the next video. Hope you like them.